Hello you guys, it is Jksthind and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm coming at you with upcycling thrifted items video, and let me tell you. So I wanted a cool way to show you guys how you can upcycle items, but I didn't want to just do the normal, oh, let me just crop all my shirts and there you go. So I wanted a video that was a little bit more in depth. I had bought this beautiful black skirt that I was like, okay, this could be a really cool DIY, and when I tried it on, I was in love with the shape. It was okay. It wasn't like, you know, oh my gosh, I love this. So when I was taking it off, I was like, wait, this would make a really cute dress, and it fits really well, and it's really flowy, so it could be a really cool dress. So that's what I'm gonna show you guys how to do today, and I'm actually sitting in it currently, so it went pretty well. I'll show you guys the before and afters, and it was actually quite impressive. But let me show you guys how I ended up making a skirt into a dress. Alright, so here is the skirt before. It's just a regular skirt. It does have some flowiness and dimension at the bottom. So what we're gonna do with this is we're gonna turn it into a dress, because I feel like that this would be a really cute little black dress. We're gonna give it straps and everything and just have it be really cute. So first, I tried it on and it's a little tiny bit tight, so what we're probably gonna do is give it either a lace-up back or an extended back. And then we're gonna give it some straps, and then it'll be like a super easy project, and then maybe we can belt it. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how we end up feeling. All right, so first things first, I ended up going to Michael's. I grabbed a couple of things. This is for another DIY, but I'll show you what I'll be doing with that. And what I got from Michael's was these two ribbons, and you can kind of tell it has like a little white trim. I thought that would be cool to give it a little bit more dimension, but I got those. I also grabbed a pair of scissors. These are just kitchen scissors because we're not going to do too much cutting, but I just thought that I needed some kind of sturdy scissors. And then I also picked up this liquid stitch. I've used this before. I could technically end up using the sewing machine. I just didn't want to because it's kind of a lot of work, and we're not going to be doing too much to this skirt, so I'm just going to kind of use this and it'll be cool. First things first, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the skirt. So this is the backing of the skirt. So it has a button, and then it also has a zipper. So what I've kind of thought about is I'm obviously gonna chop these off, take off the button, and then I wanted to kind of do like maybe a lace-up back, or if I don't want to do a lace-up back, I just wanted to do like an extended back with this ribbon and just put the ribbon across. And I feel like that would be a cute little detail because both of these have like the little white stripes on them. So this is what I'm going to use for the straps, and for the straps I want to do a tie-up strap because I think they're just so cute with like the extra sort of material. And so I got 4 yards of this guy, and I got 7 yards of this guy, and I think that'll be enough. If not, then I mean I'll have to run back to the store. But first things first, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna cut off these little extra tabs where the button goes. And if you wanted to, you could just take it and you could just put it back like that and then glue it back, but I mean, I don't really care. All right, okay. So now that we have those cut, so I'm gonna kind of start laying out how I would like to kind of extend the back just a little bit. I don't want it super extended, but I do want it extended a little bit because I feel like this V will give it a really nice little touch. Okay, so I think I want to extend it this much from the back, so this is just about that much. If it were just open, it wasn't comfortable, it was kind of tight, so I just want to give it more of like an airy flowy look because the bottom is so flowy. And so to do that, I'm going to kind of see if I want to use the smaller ribbon or if I want to use the bigger ribbon. I don't know yet. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the smaller ribbon, and I'm just going to start cutting strips that are a little bit longer than my gap. So this overlaps in a little bit, and that'll just help us with our glue to stick better. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm gonna cut a couple more. I don't know how many exactly I want to do, but we'll kind of just see. Okay, So this is how I think I want it to go. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in and I'm just gonna cut the zipper off. In a perfect world, you'd go ahead and you would just seam rip it, but the seams, as you can see on the inside, the seam is sewn in. I mean, I guess I could, it would just take a while, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut it out from the inside and then see what I can do, and if not, then I'm gonna seam rip it. I feel like if you iron this, it would be so much easier to do this. All right, okay, so if you really wanted to, you could, you know, salvage the zipper. I just don't have the patience. I mean, it's still functional, it's just not straight. So now we have this. We have something that's ripped into two, and it is completely unhemmed from one side. First, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out all the strings, because I did seam rip it on one side. So I'm just gonna take out all the strings, make sure that it's a smooth surface, and then we're gonna go in with our liquid stitch. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is now we're gonna go ahead and take our liquid stitch. So you could end up just sewing this together. I'm not going to, just because I'm lazy. So what I'm gonna do is with my liquid stitch, I'm just gonna apply it in here to close up this gap. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and take our strips that we cut out, and I'm just gonna flip this over. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and start placing some glue on the front and then slip it underneath. Here is the back done. It's a little bit more extended than it was before. You could go over these with some black fabric paint, but usually in my experience, they usually go away once you washed it at least once, and it kind of dries not so white. So I'm not too worried about the back side, but moving on to the front and how we're gonna make the tie straps. So this is how I'm going to measure my straps. So I'm gonna take my ribbon and I'm gonna put it right around here, and I'm gonna bring it halfway into the middle of my shoulder where my collarbone is, right? So this is how big I would need the strap to be, because I just doubled the length, right? So you could just leave it like that, but what I'm gonna do is I want to make it so that I can tie it up. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and cut this much of a strap and then do that twice for one strap. And the reason why we wanna do longer than shorter at first is because you can always go shorter later once you try it on and kind of go from there. So I'm cutting 4 pieces of this. So now that we have 4 of these straps, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna flip this. You want your straps to be like right here, right? Because you want to do that wide square neck sort of vibe. And so because of that, we're gonna bring it in about right here. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna kind of line it up, see how I feel about this, and make sure that they're kind of centered. It's not the worst thing on the planet if you don't get them centered, but try your best to get them as centered as possible. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be using these lace lines that are already in the dress, and I'm gonna be using those. So I'm doing approximately 2 of these lines in, and I'm placing it right next to the second line. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our liquid stitch, pop this guy right where it needs to be, and I'm just gonna put a decent amount of glue, not too much though, not too much that it'll soak right through. And I'm just gonna go ahead and press and hold it until it's at least tacky so that it dries. So now I have these 2 attached on the inside of my dress. So instead of attaching these on the other side, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna grab the other 2 strips that we cut, and I'm gonna put these on the insides. And this, you want it to match up. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna come with the fold of the skirt, and then you're gonna match it right up, and you're gonna put it right there. And sewing would yield you the exact same result. I just don't wanna bring out my sewing machine to make like 3 stitches. you know. So I just prefer to do stuff like this, like little things, just with the liquid stitch. And it holds pretty well. Now here comes the fun part. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and bring this and you're gonna tie a knot relatively around the same size how big your strap should be. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take it. And I'm just gonna tie the knot. So now it doesn't look like much, but it's gonna look really cute on. So now what you could do, you could trim. I think I'm gonna trim a little bit off because I feel like this is a little bit too long. And I'm just gonna trim about like that much. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually do it at an angle. All right, so it looks like everything's done. I'm gonna let this guy sit and I'm gonna let the glue set for a couple of hours. And then I will check back in with you guys and show you guys the finished product. All right, you guys, so this is the final product. And I gotta say, I'm very impressed. I didn't quite put the straps on correctly, that's fine. But other than that, you guys, this is what the bag looks like. It looks so cute. I'll show you guys like a full thing, but it looks so good. I'm so excited because this might not have turned out perfectly, but now that I know that I can do stuff like this, I'm really excited because I know that I'm still gonna go thrifting and I'm still gonna buy secondhand clothes. So I'm gonna try this again with another dress. I should have cut these a little bit shorter, but I didn't. It's fine. I can always go back and kind of trim them and then, you know, like hem them again. But other than that, you guys, it looks so good. Like the before was just like meh, and this is actually very, very cute, very, very stylish, very like flowy and perfect for summer. All right, you guys, so let me know what you guys think of this DIY because I actually really, really loved filming it for you guys. I love doing DIY stuff and I love thrifting in general, so it makes for a really cool combination. Let me know what other kinds of thrifting videos or videos in general you would like me to recreate, and I will be more than happy to create them for you. I'm trying to kind of find my niche a little bit, and I feel like I'm finally finding my ground, and I'm really figuring out what my brand, what I want my brand to be. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in a video super soon. Mwah! Bye, guys.